I truly believe if I needed to rank for a skill champion today, it would be him. Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, it's time to update the rankings for July. I thought this was going to be a simple one, and then I started actually updating the sheet, and wow, there's a lot more than I thought to, lots to talk about. We're going to jump right into this as quickly as we can. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit like, subscribe, maybe even hit notifications, and share this. That is extremely, extremely helpful, and I always appreciate the support. Thank you so much. All right, let's jump into this. For those of you that are new, yes, there are only going to be 4 columns. It is intentionally kept very, very simple, and that is because I do not believe, or at least it is not my intention, to have this spreadsheet be a one-stop shop for all your answers on a question. It is designed to be, hey, what does Vega think of these champions relative to each other, kind of in a vacuum, and then you go and do your research. Please also consider checking out someone else's opinions or someone else's videos, and absolutely do your own testing. Make sure you like these champions. And then of course, check out one of my videos. I will always be supportive of that. And you'll see that we've made that pretty simple here as we go through, but let's go ahead and talk about it. So the top tier is top shelf. And the example of how you know, like kind of the test to be a top shelf champion is you've just maxed out the 5-star. You awakened them, you ranked them all the way to 5, you sigged them to 200, and your literally next 6-star crystal pull is that exact same champion. You ranked up your Doom, you maxed him out, and then you pulled the 6-star, literally the next crystal. It stings. It stings for a minute or two, maybe a day or two, and then you realize, I now have 2 Dooms. And you're excited, and you know you're now set for the future. So that's the standard. That is the standard. That is the test. Champions that have had a recent change in their rankings are in kind of that hot pink color to make sure they stand out, because as you guys know, it is easy to forget them. We've got a lot to talk about. So here we go through. Keep in mind too, champions, they're ranked in their tier, but that's really loose. This game is so complex that, I'm in no way trying to say that like Archangel is the best mutant champion in all ways, shapes, or form. And then for those of you who are new, or maybe you missed last month or the last couple of months, Cable is on there, and that S means with a synergy, and that is with the Apocalypse synergy. He can do incredible damage. He does have a 90% concussion off of his SP2. He can do his damage without needing to throw specials. These are things I really value, but he has to have the Apocalypse synergy. Keep in mind, it does not need to be a horseman. And then if you're really curious, like, wait, what are you talking about? If they're in blue, that means they have a link, like we'll show over Cable here. They have a link, you can't see it, but they have a link. Typically it's gonna be to a video that I have made or a playlist that I have done. And that's how you will be able to click those links. Go ahead and you can check them out, right? Okay, so let's continue on into the science. No changes there as far as top shelf is concerned. None in tech and none in skill. We'll talk about Shang-Chi there when we get to super premium. And then no changes in cosmic either. You do see Hercules up there. We'll talk about that when we get to super premium cosmic. And then keep in mind too that this spreadsheet will be linked in the description so that you can always check it out and be able to click on those links, because I realize you can't click on them from YouTube. All right, so now we are on to super premium, and you see yes, just the word yes with an exclamation point. And that means, one of the most frequent questions we get when we're doing live streams or even in the comment sections on the videos or in Discord itself is this champion worthy of ranking to rank 3? Should I take them to rank 3? And if with very little hesitation, almost no hesitation whatsoever, I can say yes. Yeah, I don't need more information. I don't need you to join the Discord server and show us your roster. Yep, they're worthy. Go for it. Then that means they're super premium, right? Maybe they don't completely hit top shelf, but if we can say yes that quickly, that assuredly, then they are super premium. Now, you can see there's actually 3 champions in a row there that are in this hot pink. And the reason is I could honestly see all 3 of them being moved to top shelf as soon as next month. In fact, I kind of wanted to put all 3 of them there this month. But if you're familiar with me, my channel, I like to be a little conservative on this stuff. I am of the opinion, I would rather tell you, I think this champion is a solid B+, and then we find out, you know what, they're an A. Maybe I didn't see a piece of utility, or maybe I got something wrong, or I didn't know what kind of nodes were coming out in the future, or I didn't know what defenders were coming out in the future, or game modes. You obviously get the point. I would rather do that than tell you Diablo. Diablo is a top shelf champion. I may even put him just under Magic or just under Claire. That just something happens and then he's not as good as I thought. Right? I don't want to do that. I'd prefer to err on the conservative side. That's the only reason Sorcerer Supreme, Diablo, and Tigra are not in top shelf. I think they all are deserving. We're seeing Tigra continue to take more and more nodes, defenders, and we're seeing nullification nodes and defenders that don't allow for nullification, meaning she works exceptionally well in those things, plus her damage, the miss mechanic. My buddy DLL has been doing a lot of war videos featuring her. Check him out if you're not familiar. I also have a video link there. And then, of course, Buddy Lee. Buddy Lee has been opening up eyes for quite a while now with Tigra. Sorcerer Supreme is incredible. If you're not sure on her, click that link. I've got 2 videos there. She is incredible. And then Diablo. I thought the healing on Diablo would be excellent. I thought the damage would be... undershot him on both. We were on stream and I was kind of intentionally playing him poorly. It was the day that we didn't even realize there was parry bugs yet. And so we were kind of playing him poorly. We were just going through 5-hit combos and figuring them out. Things were dying and I don't think I really calculated how quickly they were dying despite not playing him well, his rotations and making sure we're landing the mediums and the heavies to get his poisons going. And then after the stream, I was very impressed by his healing. I said that on the stream. Then after the stream, I actually took him to rank 3. And oh my goodness gracious, this guy is insane. He's not going to work where he can't poison. I think that's obvious. But with those pre-fights and being able to just decide what you want to bring to the table, and then his damage is incredible. I'm definitely going to be getting out some videos on him. Yeah, just we're going to be getting those out. He is insane. He is incredible. If you happen to already have him, congratulations. You just pulled an amazing champion that was already on your roster. All right, let's go ahead and continue moving on down. We have the mutants. There's been no changes there. No changes in science or super premium. Feeling really good about those. All right, Shang-Chi. This is another example of, I believe he may be the best skill champion in the game. He is so incredibly versatile and he is insanely fun to play. You truly feel like you are playing a martial artist, a master, and there is a bit of skill to playing him, being aware of where you are in the fight, what is needed, what is coming up, what you have used and you have not used, when to reset them. But it is an absolute blast, and when you play him well, you have tremendous, tremendous results. His cleanse mechanic is incredibly powerful. You can run him with the recoil tree and just remove them. Just, they're gone, start the fight. Hey, they're gone, you can go unblockable. The slow mechanic, which I personally love, I still struggle with evades more than I struggle with auto block or miss. At least the way it's implemented in the game right now. So the slow mechanic is incredible. And then the damage is more than adequate. He might not be Cosmic Ghost Rider, but the guy gets the job done. And then you add on all of the utility that he brings. I truly believe if I needed to rank 4 skill champion today, it would be him. Even though I have recently pulled Nick Fury, I love Fury, he's great. I can't wait to rank 3 him and start utilizing him more. Shang-Chi is my guy. And I really believe he will be in top shelf. I just would like to see him being used more. I'd like to see, I'd like to maybe take him through Act 7.2 a little bit, just to confirm it that I'm not missing something. But just the way things have been, I just haven't had that opportunity to do it. But the guy is incredible, okay? All right, let's continue moving on down. Cosmic, yeah, I'm very comfortable with that. Now you see Hercules. You see Hercules, and I know some of you are like, hey, wait a minute. You're the guy that will never actually put out the champion that just came out in your rankings. You usually say, let's need to wait a month. Okay, so he is not, I just want to talk about him though. And there's a couple things that make this different and why I even have him here. Mainly it's because I'm now in the CCP. It wasn't a lot of time, but I had time to play this guy, and I had time to just play him unfiltered. I didn't have to use him in AQ. I didn't have to use him in Alliance War. I got to just go wherever I chose, and I got to just play him. I didn't need to worry about my own items. It's a very different experience. It's very free. He's nuts. There's a reason why some people are saying best champion of 2021. Now, I disagree, but I think that comes down, do you like Coke or Pepsi? Do you like McDonald's or Burger King, right? Do you like vanilla or chocolate? I think it's just gonna be, how do you like your champions? I think he's fantastic. If I was ranking him today, if he was officially in these rankings, he would probably be right below Venom, because I do like Venom. I think Venom could actually has a good argument to get pushed up. But that's where he would be, and that would be my conservative ranking. The guy has damage for days. His intercept is incredibly clean, and that is his mechanics, and that is his animations. His flow is incredible. I put him probably close to Shang-Chi, Spider-Ham, and Doom as far as how his abilities fit together when you're playing him, how much you can just access what you need. The Infuriate mechanic does have a cooldown, but it's there when you need it. In fact, if you have not seen them, I urge you, please, to check out my videos on him. This is a link to a playlist. One is an Iron Man Infinity War Abyss solo with only the Captain America Infinity War synergy. It's a 6-star rank 3. So I just kind of want to see, like, what is the future of this guy when we get there? And then I did a video with an Unawakened 5-star. I do think his awakened ability is very important to being able to play him kind of the way I think he's intended. He's intended to be played on the edge, because you could really get a large benefit from pulling off some high skill moves. But as we all know, sometimes those go wrong. So his awakened ability is very important. I urge you to check those out, and then check out someone else's. Check out someone who thinks he's the greatest thing that they've ever seen. Okay, I think he's exceptionally good. I'm not ready to put him in top shelf yet. I do think that's probably his final destination, but I'd like to see it. So find someone who's in love with the guy immediately, and then you've got a nice, I think, balance there on opinions on Hercules. Okay, let's continue moving on. We'll go to the premium section. This is where we see a lot of our action starting to come up. Now, you see, well, maybe. That is exactly the same question. Is this champion worthy of rank 3? Should I rank 3 them? And you'll often see me on stream be like, well, what do you need? What does your account need? Maybe consider going to the Discord server, and in the Vice channel, you can post your roster. People will give you opinions. I love giving my opinion, right? But we want to see what you're working with, where you're at, and maybe what your roster needs. If these champions get that answer, then they're in the super premium. So these are excellent champions. I want to make that clear. I should have said that earlier. If you're even on this list, you're a usable champion. You know, there's nothing wrong technically with them, or at least as far as they're worthy of getting some sort of resources. Let's put it that way. There's some things wrong, but it's a varying degree. All right. So the first one on here is Mojo. I'm going to update this link, actually. This link should go to my buddy Spinnaker. Did an amazing breakdown of Mojo. It is fantastic. He is an absolute, let's go with guru on Mojo. The guy knows how to play this game exceptionally well in general. But if you have any interest in Mojo or wondering why I have him as highly as I do, and trust me, I kind of want to put him in super premium, he's there. Check that out. Now, I want to point out Ebony Maw. I know it's tough, right? And I think Maw, I'm pretty sure Maw is a Kabam Broccoli creation. And, you know, Broccoli's, he has designed so many champions in the top shelf. I'm very curious what his ratio is of the champions in there. And so I think Maw is maybe even held to an unfair standard, because here's the thing. Maw is actually really good. Maw can dish out some nice damage. He is an absolute blast to play with his falter mechanic. He's not melting the world. No, he's not. But you can literally play him in a way where champions can't hit you. You know, there is some utility there that they had to balance. I'm personally glad, as someone who enjoys high tier war and challenging themselves, I'm glad I don't have to face a tougher defender than he already is. He can do some nice degen damage. And a frequent commenter, a buddy on the channel named Kais, has some really cool videos with Maw. He has taken him to rank 3 and is, I think, continuing to open some eyes with, hey, here's the damage you can get going. Here's some really fun ways to play him. This champion is not bad. He is definitely far, far, far from bad. Then we move on to our newest July buff champion. our first one. And Bishop. Bishop is, I think Bishop's perfect for premium. He might be a little bit better. He's starting off at the top. He could get moved up. A lot of that's going to deal with what comes into the game. I think if you don't have an expansive, massive roster with a ton of options, I can see Bishop being extremely important because those skill champions that can shrug are tough to deal with. They really are. And then you start adding the nodes that get combined with them. And so having someone like him who punishes those sorts of champions and can just be your answer, I can see a lot of people saying like, no, I love Bishop. He has helped me through this content, that content, or with these fights. And you know what? You're right. You are 100% correct. The thing is in comparison with all these other champions, they have other things at their disposal that I just don't believe he has. I like him. The SP2 can crit and do tremendous damage, the ability to start with power, and of course, when you synergize him, but there's a reason you're not seeing synergies on this list. I think it gets it too complex, and then I think you also get to the point, it's a slippery slope, where you now have 4 champions that are purely there to support Bishop. If you can get through the whole quest that way, more power to you. That's fantastic. That is awesome. But that's not what I'm trying to do with this spreadsheet. So just kind of keep that in mind. Keep in mind the context with which these rankings are put and the ultimate goal of what they are. I like him. If you have him, congratulations. But that's about where I have him. Premium, we've got some more I want to comment on. Spider-Ham, Immortal Hulk, Mr. Negative. I can see them all getting pushed up to Super Premium. Mr. Negative is really answering some questions and some reservations that I had. I saw that he would be very good in certain scenarios where you needed those reversals. That is clear. What I did wonder about, or what I guess I kind of worried about, or where I thought he would not be good, was literally everywhere else. And then that makes a champion a bit niche. And while that niche is really valuable, it is kind of small. It's not just like he has a specific calling or a specific place in the game where he works. It's like, no, it's actually pretty limited. I appear to have been wrong. There is a, DLL, Felganos, and Fluffy Pig Monster commenters, varying degrees of commenters, friends on my YouTube channel and in the Discord server. Really enjoyed him, like the way he was written. We did a testing stream. They helped me kind of see the nuance in playing him. And that did make me realize he was better than I realized. Additionally, and I believe Felganos is working on a video, but MP Blaze, I believe it's MP Blaze, and I will update that too. So I need to update 2 links. MP Blaze, you'll be able to click on it when the video is uploaded. It'll be in the spreadsheet. The link will be on the spreadsheet. Has been doing some war videos. He is in Noon, which is one of the best war alliances in the game. And he's really highlighting how to use Mr. Negative. It's very, very impressive. And it's definitely what's making me think maybe there is a super premium ceiling on this champion. Immortal Hulk, I know that's one of the most common comments lately for rankings videos is that I need to move him up more. He has moved up in this list already. I want to see more. I want to see more uniqueness. Buddy Lee has proven that Hulk is very good, but here is the thing with this. Buddy Lee is really good. So I think Buddy Lee has the ability to make a champion in the premium tier look like a top shelf champion sometimes. And so I personally don't have a lot of experience with Immortal Hulk, so it's going off of what I've read, what I've seen, and what I am told. This is where I have him. I could definitely see him being moved up though. Let's keep it, let's keep that in mind. And then Spider-Ham. I absolutely love Spider-Ham. I have loved him since the day I got him. He was a champion that I just wanted, so I went and got him. He has a blast to play. The flow on him is incredible. If you're not familiar with that term that I use, it means just how well they're put together and how their abilities just come up when you need them. He's also really great in matchups that don't accentuate power sting. He works really well. It's kind of similar to Mr. Negative, where like, yes, they have their niche where they truly shine, but they're not dull without that. And I like that about him. I kind of want to move him to Super Premium, but I feel like the game has been in a really cool but kind of weird place where we haven't gotten the chance to test a variety of champions. We had Gauntlet, and that was very, I think, specific and skill specific. And then now we're in Summer of Pain, and it's just these single champions coming out. So, but all 3 of those champions, I could definitely see them being moved up anytime soon. I think their ceiling is definitely higher, and I feel like they're on the rise with the way the game is going. All right, tech has pretty much stayed the same, and skill has stayed the same, and so has cosmic. All right, let's get to the call class. And the call class, for those again who are unfamiliar, means that's kind of two different tests. One is, this is the baseline. This is the baseline for a champion that, like, yeah, rank them, put your resources in them. You like them, go for it. Have fun. It's a game. You take this game seriously. You take the fun seriously. It's fun. Never mind. Or they are just excellent for this one particular thing. The one I always use for this is Ronin. Like, all those buffs, you use them. I mean, he even got it brought into Abyss, but no one considers him a champion that you would typically take into the toughest content in the game, right? So here we go. We're going to move through. I know we've been going a bit. We're going to go through a little bit quicker, but we have Purgatory. What you're like, well, okay, what's her use? Abyss. Keep in mind that she can do, I think it was 4% damage on SP3. She has a very nice power gain that really does start to kick in. I've done a little bit of testing with her in Abyss, and she is enjoyable. She can get the job done. Her animations are incredible, but we don't rank champions here on animations. I'd love to see her tuned up a little bit. But she's got a use, she has a place. And if you've got her and you like her, cool, that's awesome. All right, we'll keep scrolling on down. And I think, unfortunately, we get to the other newest champion in the game, which is Overseer. I was really excited. I actually pulled him, and I was really pumped up for it. I wanted to like this guy a lot. I like his animations. I like the way he looks. I think it's Karate Mike calls him Uncle Hulk, which I really like that nickname. There's just not a lot there. The damage can be good. He applies, what is it, like a concussion, but I think you have to throw like 7 specials or something. You have to throw a variety of specials, and it still only gets up to 70%. Maybe there'll be something there that we just don't see, and the game will progress and there'll be nodes that come out, or maybe we just haven't as a community like hit on it yet with him. But I think the guy needs a tune-up, and I almost feel like he needs something else. Like, a numbers adjustment probably would not make him more. I think he just needs more. He needs another ability or something like that. So, it is what it is. And then we will scroll down and get to Ronin. I know Ronin has a lot of fans. I know there's people who are going to say, like, dude, you are so wrong on that. And if you think I am, please constructively tell me how, or tell me why. What it is that you use him for, what it is you particularly like. With his stance dancing, I feel like there's a lot going on. I feel like it's a relatively risky way to play, and I don't feel like the payout is massive. I do like the ability accuracy reduction, but you need to be in a certain stance for that. The bleeds can get really good. You go to that SP3, so the damage can get ramped up. This is not a useless champion. I just am not seeing a lot of easily accessible utility, and it feels like that's what he's supposed to be, but I'm very open to the idea I'm wrong. And if you think I am, please let me know. I've learned so much from the comment section. This video alone is one of the reasons why I make it every month, is because I learn a lot about the game from you, the viewer and the commenter, and I appreciate that. All right, and then the last one, and I do want to mention her, and I know that there's going to be people who are like, dude, you've got to be kidding me. She is breaking world records left and right. In fact, one of the YouTubers who is breaking records with her is not only in my alliance, they are in my BG, and that is Bryn. And you know what? I'm going to link, I got to link a lot of stuff today. That is Bryn, and I will link his world record Realm of Legends speedrun. And here's why I don't have her higher up. Is I already talked about, I think there's only one champion in here that I have ranked with their synergy. And even that's not with the Horseman ability. So Hela gets truly unlocked with Odin, right? That's a big deal for her. And I see that. I really do see that. And Odin does enough for some champions that I might need to start reflecting that if I can figure out a way to kind of simply do it. But when you look at these videos, there's a whole synergy team. And as cool as it is to, world record speedruns, and that is cool, don't get me wrong. If you gave me Hela, I still would not be able to get those world records. So I'm not taking anything away from that. But that's not the point of these rankings. The point of these rankings is to give you an idea of what I think. And what I think is if you pull Hela and you do not have Odin, this is about what you got. she could be a little better, but additionally, she has an incredibly intensely difficult playstyle. Your skill with her has to be literally like off the charts. And so that's why I believe Hela is perfectly ranked. Is yes, her ceiling, if you got her synergized up, if you have all the specific requirements and your skill is intense, she clearly could be one of the best champions in the game when it comes to dealing damage. It's going to be certain nodes though. You got to have only certain nodes you can take and things like that. But it's a very, very specific set of requirements, including the skill of the summoner. And that's it. That is it. I covered this. Champions are ranked in their tiers. Check out my channel on the playlist. You'll see on the spreadsheet that the star means that awakened ability is important. The ranking is at least dependent upon the awakened ability. Please remember to check out my videos, but also check out someone else's. And most importantly, play the champion. See if you enjoy them. Because if you don't enjoy them, you're never going to play them. You're never going to. It's just the way it is. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to tell me what it is you think. And I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.